Welcome to Young Black Lives Honored. Be sure to subscribe, also give this video a thumbs up, and leave a respectful comment below. On January 27th, 2021, 6-month-old Asaiah Molik was sleeping in the same bed with his sibling and grandmother. When Asaiah's paternal grandmother, Michele Molik, woke up, she found the baby lying on the floor, face down in a pile of clothes, and he was not breathing, according to court documents. He was rushed to Memorial Hospital, where unfortunately he was pronounced deceased. Asaiah's maternal grandmother, Tanya Rosenberg, told the media that the baby's mother, Aisha Edwards, had given him to his father just before Christmas. Investigators questioned the paternal grandmother, who said that her son, then 22-year-old Asaiah Molik, would discipline Asaiah and his other child by hitting them in their face and mouth. When detectives spoke with the man, he initially said that Asaiah's rib injuries happened when he tripped while holding the baby and landed on top of Asaiah accidentally on 2 different occasions. At the time, he denied ever trying to hurt the child intentionally. An autopsy was conducted at West Michigan University, and forensic experts could not determine exactly how the baby had passed. However, they found evidence of previously fractured ribs and a head injury, which they determined were likely the result of intentional abuse. There were cuts and bruises all over the child's body, including his back, forearm, scalp, and nose, which were listed as irregular. The autopsy report indicated that the baby had 23 healing rib fractures on 12 of his ribs, multiple hemorrhages, bleeding in the brain, and compressions in his spine. The document stated that the injuries likely occurred weeks before and on different occasions, as a number of those fractures had been refractured. Asaiah's sleeping environment was also listed as a concern by the pathologist conducting the autopsy. St. Joseph County Prosecutor Ken Carter said that the analysis of the injuries took significantly longer as they tried to determine a cause of death or if the injuries could be the cause. Following that, they double-checked and triple-checked the findings with another forensic pathologist before having a 4th look with a children's doctor for their opinion. The Department of Child Services had records which showed the previous September and October, workers paid several visits to Asaiah's house but did not observe any cuts or bruises on him. When the media looked more into the Molik family, they uncovered court documents from 1997 and 1998 when Michele Molik was charged with neglect of a dependent and resisting arrest.
So we did some digging into the family. We uncovered court documents from 1998 where Michele Molik was charged with neglect of a dependent and resisting arrest. According to those documents, police were called to Middlebury Street at 12:30 a.m. on January 11, 1997, for a 2-year-old walking down the middle of the road. The temperature at the time was just 15 degrees. A police investigation found the child was left unsupervised for an extended period of time and exposed to drug paraphernalia used to smoke crack cocaine. When police attempted to arrest Michele Molik, she resisted and was charged with that as well. She eventually pleaded guilty to both charges and was sentenced to 3 years in prison, but only served 1.
Around 5 p.m. on December 5th, 2021, almost a year following Asaiah's passing, Asaiah was arrested. The man apparently took responsibility for the 6-month-old's injuries when speaking with prosecutors. Carter said his admissions connected him with Asaiah's rib fractures, but forensic experts were unable to confirm if those injuries led to the child's passing. As a result, he only faced charges related to neglect of a dependent, also due to the lack of ensuring that Asaiah received medical treatment for said injuries. 4 charges to be exact, including 2 level 3 felonies for neglect of a dependent resulting in serious bodily injury and 2 level 1 felonies for neglect of a dependent resulting in catastrophic injury. Carter said the 4 charges represented the 4 different theories they had as to how the child's injuries occurred. Molik could only be convicted on one of them and faced a 20 to 40-year prison sentence if convicted on a felony 1, or 3 to 16 years if convicted of a felony 3. He was held on $100,000 bond, and if paid, would have been required to wear a GPS tracker. Avarius told investigators, "I'm the one that had him. So if you're saying his ribs are cracked, then I did it. Most likely I did it." In addition to the charges stemming from the death of Asaiah, Molik faced a domestic battery charge in Elkhart County, where prosecutors alleged he beat Asaiah's mother while she was pregnant with him. That case was put on hold until after the conclusion of his case in St. Joseph County. Court documents stated that Aisha claimed Avarius had been violent in the past, hitting both her and another child. As a part of a plea deal which saw prosecutors dismiss 3 of the charges, Avarius pled guilty to neglect of a dependent resulting in bodily injury. According to the terms of the agreement, he could be sentenced to up to 16 years, but the maximum amount of time he could spend in prison was 10 years. On September 19, 2022, St. Joseph Superior Court Judge Jeffrey Sanford sentenced now 23-year-old Asaiah Molik to serve a 13-year sentence with 3 years suspended, meaning he would spend 10 years in prison. Tanya Rosenberg, Isaiah's maternal grandmother, was vocal about her disappointment about multiple aspects of the case, including the amount of time before criminal charges were filed against the man and the severity of those charges. "The system has failed Asaiah on so many levels," she said. Tanya started a Facebook group called Justice for Asaiah, which calls for criminal charges to be filed against Isaiah's paternal grandmother, who found the unresponsive child. Family described the 6-month-old as a sweet and happy baby who was very smart for his age and always acknowledged his surroundings. He loved to eat and was very close to his older brother, Elijah. May the family and friends of Asaiah Molik find solace in the happy memories, and may his soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.